I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Zangoose. Cynical post-war Japanese writer Kaiko Takeshi wrote a short story, The Duel, about a mongoose fighting den. In it, the snake almost always dies, but occasionally it can bite and kill the mongoose. This slim chance of the underdog winning is what gives a thrill in a cold, dull fishing town, and it serves as a metaphor for hoping against hope that one might escape the seemingly preordained difficult life of a working-class Japanese man in the post-war years. The rivalry between the mongoose and the snake is among the most legendary in nature. Venomous snakes are among the most deadly creatures on Earth, and for many people, also the scariest. Serpents like the black mamba have terrifying mouths with long, glistening, sharp fangs, and their bites can kill dozens. The mongoose, on the other hand, looks like a cute little furry critter with a long wiggly body. Beneath its cuteness, it hides its own deadly claws and fangs, along with an immunity to snake venom. In nature, the two regularly fight to the death, and sadly, throughout history, people have often deliberately pitted them against one another for gambling purposes. In the third generation, we were introduced to a number of deliberately paired Pokémon: the positive and negative Plusle and Minun, the male and female Volbeat and Illumise, and more to come among the legendaries. Here though we see a pair of Pokémon who are opposite numbers, rivals. Seviper, the snake, and its predator, Zangoose. Zangoose is an anthropomorphic furry mammal, with cat-like ears and long claws. It has mostly white fur, with some red markings like battle scars or Kratos tattoos. Its pink eyes and little mouth are in a perpetual scowl, and its tail is high and proud, as though Zangoose were putting on an intimidation display. As one might expect, all of its Pokédex entries talk about its rivalry. Pokemon Ruby tells us, memories of battling its arch-rival Seviper are etched into every cell of Zangoose's body. This Pokémon adroitly dodges attacks with incredible agility. Pokemon Sapphire tells us, Zangoose usually stays on all fours, but when angered, it gets up on its hind legs and extends its claws. This Pokémon shares a bitter rivalry with Seviper that dates back over generations. And Fire Red tells us, if it comes across a Seviper, its fur bristles, and it assumes its battle pose. Its sharp claws are its best weapon. Zangoose and Seviper are closely tied, with the same base stat totals and similar locations in games. While Seviper has decent attack both physically and specially, Zangoose trades the special attack for speed. Along with abilities which either make it immune to poison or able to gain an attack boost from being poisoned, this means Zangoose is primed to defeat Seviper, though not actually to do much else beyond that competitively. The name, which is the same in English and Japanese, comes from mongoose, obviously, combined with the Japanese word zanghon, or scar. In its debut generation, with Zangoose in Ruby and its rival in Sapphire, this was a cool and unique pair of monsters locked in eternal struggle. Removed from that context, Zangoose does lose something, but together with Seviper, their battles are legendary. Music for Luke Loves Pokemon is composed by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Writing, producing, and editing is by me, Luke Summerhays. Funding comes from Patreon. If you want to support the show, help to keep it online, and hear episodes early, go to patreon.com/podcastiopodcastius. Our next couple of Pokemon will be Seviper and Lunatone, so get in touch about those or any other monster on Twitter or Facebook at LukeLovesPKMN. Also, I'm currently streaming my first playthrough of Pokémon Shining Pearl over on twitch.tv/LukeLovesPKMN. Friday and Saturday nights at 8 PM GMT. Come and join me for 2 hours of a pleasant, cozy time. If you can't make it live, the videos are available on Twitch or YouTube. I love Zangoose. And remember, I love you too.